Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Angel. If you're new here, thanks for coming. And if you're not new here, thanks for coming back. Today we're going to do this cute little, I call it my lemon lime set. And the reason why I tried this is I was looking back at my nails from a couple months ago, and I remember this one. This nail, oh my, I hated it. This took probably over an hour to do. I didn't know what I was doing, but I think I've improved a little, and so I wanted to try it again. So once again, this is what they look like. Okay, so what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a white. You're going to need a liner white. You're going to need, I'm using 3 different yellows. You could probably get away with 2. You just need a darker and a lighter, but to make the limes, I'll show you what I did, but I used this, pardon me, I used this one here for the inside of the limes. And you're going to need a green, and you're going to need a cleanup brush if you're like me. You're going to need a small liner brush. You're going to need a dotting tool. Oh, this is another cleanup brush. Yeah, I need 2, I guess. And a longer liner brush. So far what I have done, oh, and I have a little container of alcohol here if I need it. And I have lots of lint-free wipes. Because this is actually kind of complicated. I would not consider this to be a beginner set. I did my best, and I am quite happy with how mine turned out from where I've come from, but I wouldn't consider this a basic set, and I could probably do better with more practice as well. So of course you're going to start out sizing your tips out, and you're going to give them a buff and put a layer base coat. And then I went ahead and put a layer of white. And after you do white, then we're going to start with the nails. So I have I've painted green for those 2 fingers, and I'm going to take the lightest shade of yellow to put a base coat on these fingers here. Okay, so once we got that done, if you have another stand, I find that helpful to use. So we're going to do the Frenchies on that. So I'm going to leave these behind, and that way I can just have 2 on the go. Okay, so you want I'm going to probably have to load up some more paint here, or polish. So what you're going to do is just make your French, and I am definitely not the best at this at all. I find these actually difficult to do. A lot of people have different techniques of doing it. I kind of do the A method where you mark out the bottom of your tip, and I find that part helpful just to know where to go, and I just kind of wing it. And eventually I'll get to where I want it to be, if that makes any sense. And I think I made it too high, of course. So, some people cheat. I find it cheating, but hey, you do sometimes. So you can take your cleanup brush and fix it to where you need it to be. And I just put Flutie in there. Oh, yeah. Put it running out for a second there. Okay, once again, I go too high. Okay, pop that under. Okay, so once that is cured, I actually gave the green a second coat. So we're just going to quickly do that and then cure that again. And I just kind of do it roughly because we are going to be putting the yellow on. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is do our little lip around here. And this is actually just the darkest yellow that we have. You can use the same liner brush or a shorter one, whatever one you would like. Whatever one's easier for you. Just need more paint, more polish. Now when I did this, I put it on so it was raised. So I'm putting it on a little thick, if you know what I mean. This one might be cleaned up. Okay, so we're gonna give that a cure. Now we'll move on to our lemons, and these are easy peasy. All this is basically making a elongated circle. I should say an oval, shouldn't I? And kind of make it so it's got a point on the tip, on both tips. Like a little nipple. Just like a real lemon, I guess. And this is just random, so wherever you want, whichever direction that you want. And I am doing this so that the paint is actually pretty thick on there. But I'm going to put some builder gel on there as well, over the top. And put some on the top so that you got some like half lemons. Okay, I think that's good for me. So you're going to give that a cure. And we'll bring out our finished. So while that's going there, what I did, now this might seem a little counterproductive, but I actually painted the lime oat in white first. So I'll show you what I did there. So I just took some just regular white and just gonna put on. Now I want to make sure this is pardon me, roughly the same size. Looks alright. Now, when you were doing your base coat of green, you could have cleaned with your brush, cleanup brush, and just swiped out your coat there. I didn't. I didn't to the first one, so I'm just going to do it the same way I did it to the first one. Just because I don't want them to look any different, just in case it does look different. But that would probably be easier if you just did that, instead of having to go through the trouble of doing this. The more I do this, the worse it's looking. Again, I want to make sure that they're roughly the same size. Yeah. So we'll put that in. And while that's going, we can finish up this. And all we're going to do is take our little brush. You could probably actually do this with a dotting tool. I'll try it with a dotting tool just to see. So we're just going to make like little leaves. Well, it works, except it doesn't work for me. Because I am heavy-handed, apparently. So I'm going to use the tip of my brush and just draw on some little leaves. Or green stems. And if you don't like the way something looks, just wipe it off. Oh, isn't she cute? Alright, so we'll put her with our mostly done. And we'll move on to these. Now, as you can see, these don't look very nice yet. So, all we're going to do is we're going to take some yellow to put over the white. And my yellow that I'm using is kind of like a tinge of green. It's like a weird, it's like a neon greenish yellow. I can't really describe it. You can see what color it is there. So all we're going to do is roughly put a layer. And it's okay if you see the white through it. It's okay if you see the green through it. To me, that just makes it look like natural. To see different colors. Trust the process. I know that doesn't look the best right now. Okay, back they go. Okay, I only put them under for 30 seconds because we're going to do the yellow. We're going to do the rind. And we're using that darkest yellow. Yeah. So next thing we need is a liner gel. And now I'm just using Beetles. And yes, technically I could have just left the white that was already there and did my rind up higher. And I probably should have, but I did not. Okay, so all I did with this was with a very, very light touch. Just going to draw your segments, and then you're going to take your brush and just kind of make them basically a circle up at the top. And then you're with a pretty much dry brush, you're going to just do some little flicks at the top. Okay, I just might clean up that little spot there. It's kind of annoying me. Okay. I think it looks alright. So now we're going to go do the same thing. Same thing with this. You know, before I wreck that in any way, I'm going to put that in there. Here we go. Get that one here. Alright, so those are all cured. And I don't know if you can notice how this is what I liked about painting it all green and then white and then the yellowish green on top. It kind of looks striated. Is that the right word? Like it's not all one color and it looks more realistic, in my opinion. I think it does. Next is fun, and I got to try this whole set because of this. My beautiful daughter gave me a gift certificate to Amazon for my birthday because she knows me so well. And this is one of the things that I purchased. And I was having so much trouble anytime I was using builder gel before, mainly because it was in a bottle and I couldn't get to it properly. I couldn't, yeah, it wasn't good. We're going to start out doing the easy first. And that is, we're just going to put some of the builder gel on our lemons to raise them up and give them more of a 3D look. And I'm not the best at using this builder gel yet, but it is so much fun. And I don't really have much to compare it to, but this brand that I'm using, what is it? Savaland? Yeah, is that how you pronounce it? It's pretty good. It's way better than the Beatles. I'm sorry, Beatles. I love you for lots of things, but builder gel, not it. And I'm finding the way that this works is you have to put a little bit down, kind of and then put more on top for it to stick to. It's probably a more technical way to describe that. That was a little too much. And this builder gel, I have time to work with it. It doesn't just move, like, go where it's not supposed to quickly, if that makes sense. Oh, luscious, luscious lemons. Alright, next. And I used my brush the first time on the other hand, but I'm going to use the dotting tool this time to see if it works any better for me. I don't think so. Oh, it's the other side. Okay, I lied, because these two are blending as I speak. Alright, we're going to let those cure. And I think this says it does need, I think, 2 to 4 minutes or something like that. I think it says on the bottle, but I did read that, so I'm going to leave that in there for a bit. And while that's in there, I'm just going to give these guys a top coat, because these guys are done. And just use my beetles here. Top coat our lemons. Alright, we'll come back for the... Okay, friends, we're all done. Here's the final look. I think they turned out really cute. Well, thank you very much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. It is amazing that people are actually watching my videos. I still can't believe it that people do. But thank you so much. This look was kind of hard. This was hard for me. So I'm happy the way they turned out. Not the best, not the worst. A work in progress. I'm still learning, and that's okay. Well, thank you very much for watching again, and if you like this video, press like, and if you would like to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. And until the next video, bye!